Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. Today's video is going to have the motorcycle washing in it, and I'm going to talk about the house chicken. I got a comment from Chrystal Hinkley. She said that her daughter Hope, she calls her Hopi, wants to have a house chicken, but the house chicken has to be as smart as Mr. Brown. Well, all chickens are pretty smart. It's just a matter of getting them when they're babies, and you can teach them almost anything. The sad thing is, Hope, if you really want a house chicken, you're going to have to want to clean up a big mess all the time. Now, Mr. Brown was only allowed to be in one room of my house because no matter where she walked, she would just stop and squat and poop. So there was poop everywhere. And I remember the kids would go into the other room and to go up to the daycare, they had to go through Mr. Brown's room. And I said, now make sure you don't step on any of his poops.
Watch for the landmines.
Yeah, I was going to just say that you said that to them. And they would, they'd come out and they'd say, Mr. Brown pooped, and I had just cleaned up the mess. Now, she would also go on top of the washer. I had to cover my washer and dryer with a tarp because she used to go up there, and if there was any paper, she used to like to pull on the paper. And she would poop on your washer or anything. She used to poop on the desk. She used to poop on the cabinet. I was washing that off all the time. And when it came time to clean up the mess behind the washer, that was a real challenge because you have to move the washer. So if there's any big furniture that you have to move to get behind, because that poop, it drops everywhere. So you might think about having a house chicken a second time, a third time, a fourth time. Maybe it's not a good idea. It's enjoyable to have them in the house with you because they are good company and they do talk to you, but they poop everywhere.
As long as you're willing to deal with that.
Yeah, but you can't. Fine. You have to have a special room for them.
Yeah.
And they don't spend time in the cage. You don't want them to do that. If they were a parakeet, even parakeets poop on your shirt when you carry them around, or they'll poop wherever they feel like it. You can teach them to fly back to a certain spot or to poop on a paper towel. I tried teaching Mr. Brown how to go potty in one spot, but it wasn't working. It's just not into the chicken to do that. So a bird is very expensive to have, and they're expensive to keep. So if they're messy, well, we go to the video and you can watch Jim wash his bike. I wasn't going to share this, but I decided, well, might as well show you what Jim's up to now. He's washing the bike. He did wash the trailer. Getting ready for our little trip. By the time we get there, the bike will be a mess again because of all the travel that we'll be doing.
Oh, right. And as you see, I don't spend a whole lot of time doing it.
Just a quick wipe over.
Get the most of it.
It's pretty all the time. He took my bike down to see if it can get inspected, and mine needs new tires, so it won't be inspected until he gets new tires. He ordered the tires, so it's going to be a while before that gets put on. He took it down for me. I didn't want to go. It's registered. It will be inspected. If I should choose to ride, I will ride. So those of you that love to ride, it's a lot easier for me to just hop in the car.
I'll probably end up riding yours.
Maybe. Mine's little, though.
I know. I did it last year.
Yeah, I know you did. Well, after you get the tires on. Gives you something different?
Something different. It's kind of fun riding it because it is little and easy to maneuver.
He takes off the extra wheels. He doesn't ride it with the extra wheels. I like the extra wheels on it. I have very bad balance lately. Those are the wind things, right?
Yep.
That you put on. Got one.
Baker shields.
It's got one here at the upper. One
for
here
the hands
at the lower.
And
See, JP, we have a Honda. Look at this. JP1970 I'm talking to.
Yep.
Ours is red.
We have two Hondas, a red one and a white one.
Yep, mine is a Honda. Mine's white. And then we have the black one that's for sale.
We have the black one that's for sale.
Yep.
Honda Rebels.
Yeah, those are little ones. This is a big one. Beautiful bike. And I like to ride on the trike because if Jim was to have any vertigo, which he hasn't had any in a few years now, but if he should, I can drive this. His bike I could never drive because I could never reach, my legs would never reach, I wouldn't be able to hold it up. To get on it, first of all, would be a real challenge. I see some dirt. Maybe you haven't gotten this side yet.
Where?
Right here. Is that dirt? What's that? It's a hard spot to get.
Might be.
You got it.
Like I said, I don't do a perfect job on it.
No, you just make it look shiny and
I
nice.
just get the most of it.
Get the bugs off.
I would rather spend more time riding it than I would cleaning it.
I watched a guy, he just wiped it down with water and a rag, for basically what you're doing. Yours has a little bit of soap in it because ours is not washed very often. I think he maybe washes his off every time he rides it, possibly. I'm not sure. Or he wipes it down.
I do it like twice a year.
Yeah. Just enough to make it look shiny again and new.
You know, different ones I work with think that I'm kind of crazy because I don't spend all my time washing it, but I don't buy them to wash and clean. I buy them to ride.
And you ride.
Because that's what I enjoy.
No matter what the
doing.
weather is. You've ridden in the rain, you've ridden and come home in the snow.
I've ridden in the snow.
The thing is you don't like to get on it is the salt.
Yeah.
If we didn't salt the roads here, it wouldn't be so bad, but here they salt the roads and then you get the salt on the vehicles.
If we didn't salt the road, I wouldn't be riding it every day of the year a bit.
Yep, we have the year-round coverage, so we can drive any month of the year. Are you going to spray? I think I better move. I don't want to get wet.
Yeah, I'm gonna spray.
Don't you wish you could wash your car this way? Just wipe down the upholstery and spray it off. Wipe down your dash or just spray it off. Wouldn't that be something? Well, I'm going to close this down. So thank you for being part of my video again.
You're welcome.
This is not a sponsored video, but if Armor All would like to send some wheel cleaner, this would be great because I got to show you. Jim just ran out. This was something that my son had for his motorcycle. It's really great stuff. He did this wheel with the Armor All, and he says he's never been able to get this wheel to come clean. I'll show you what it looked like before. This is what the other side looks like. Pretty sad. We are going to have one side pretty and one side not so pretty. He did the back wheel. This is what the back wheel looks like on this one with the Armor All.
The other side I haven't cleaned.
The other side he hasn't cleaned.
I haven't rinsed.
Oh, you haven't rinsed it? Oh, it's pretty. This is what it looks like. Did you put the Armor All on this?
Yep.
He scrubbed it.
I put it on and I scrubbed it. I just have not rinsed it yet.
He hasn't rinsed it off. Well, how about you rinse it off and we'll see the difference. I'm getting my feet really wet. Look at the difference. Whoa. So if you have tires that don't want to come clean, I
think Meguiar's would work just as good, but
Meguiar's? I don't know what Meguiar's is, but we got Armor All.
Just another manufacturer.
This is, well, we'd like Armor All to send us some. As long as we use that all, it's all gone, it's empty. All gone.
If they would send it?
If they send it, that'd be great. I'll use it, I'll do a nice little video on it. We're getting ready for our little trip that we'll be taking. I just filled all the water things for the chickens. The large one got filled today. Jim carried it out for me. And I filled the little ones, but the little ones will get filled daily because they empty them out real fast. The big one is kind of like their reserve they don't seem to go to that one. They like the little containers. Those I keep outside, and there's one that's inside the chicken run. And all hens are out of chicken jail. I took Silver out because I thought I was going to have to put Brownie in, the one that was biting me. I thought she was going to have to go in, but every time I went to get her, she would fly away and jump down and go running. And so she's not broody apparently, but boy, she was sure acting broody. And Silver's doing real good. She's not broody anymore, so she was in there plenty long enough. And we found that Dorothy only hatched one baby egg. The other eggs had nothing in them. She got off the nest, so I figured it's time to take the eggs out. Once they get off the nest, they know that they're not going to hatch. And so Jim took care of the other 2 eggs. There was only 3 eggs. Was there 3 eggs under her?
There was 3 eggs I took out.
Oh, she got another egg somehow, because I only gave her 3 to get together.
Yeah, I took 3 out to the compost pile and broke them, and then the one with plus the
one that
shell
she hatched
that
out of.
she had.
So she was sneaky, and she had another egg somehow, some way. She got another egg. I don't know how she did that, because I would check her every day. So she had an extra egg that one wasn't marked, I'm sure.
I didn't even look at markings on any of them.
Yeah, because I marked the 3 that she was supposed to have. That's how I knew which ones are the ones that she's supposed to sit on. Well, that bird was sneaky, but she got just one baby. Let's hope that baby is a little girl. I don't know. It looks like a little chipmunk, somebody said, which it does have the markings of a chipmunk. But we'll see what it is when it gets a little bigger. Mr. Brown had a lot more dark on her when she was little, but now she's more white. She has a little bit of darkness. So we'll see. Well, I have a few words for the goodbye, so we'll do that. Oh, and I mentioned in that little video, I mentioned JP1970. Hi, JP. I love your stuff. And we showed you we have a Honda, too. Okay, the goodbye words today is one from Indonesia. And it's Annyeong. Annyeong. And catch you later. I think that's Mr. G's. He says... He goes,
No.
He goes, catch you later. He goes, catch you later.
That's Mr. G.
Mr. G, yeah. He says, catch you later. And from Hindi, it's, for the goodbye, is Alvida. Alvida. I think it's how it was said. I Google a lot of these, and I thought, if I was really tricky in my editing, I would run and listen to it, come back and say it so that it looks like it's all one, but I don't. I just I have my little cards, and I just kind of read off of that. And Jim had asked me if anybody had said Auf Wiedersehen, and I said, yeah, that one was done. Auf Wiedersehen was done. That was German, and that's goodbye. So we will just say, catch you later. Bye-bye.